So I wanted to, aside from my main reaction from Smash Bros. Ultimate, what I wanted to do was actually go look on the website and look at all of the characters and kind of just speak my mind. Where's the home? I wanted to speak my mind on all of the potential Echo Fighters for characters, because there could be quite a bit. So, like, literally, look at this list. I think I can come up with an Echo Fighter for each and every one of these characters, potentially. That would be, maybe some would be stretches. For one, Mario, I mean, he has Dr. Mario and Luigi already, but, like, I'm gonna make a bold claim and say they might add another Mario. Be it Fire Mario, be it goddamn classic Mario, like, I don't know, some older colored version of Mario with flattened Game & Watch, you know? I feel like that's possible. Like, a Mario, even like N64 Mario, picking the first most iconic Mario and making him a clone, similar to Odyssey, how they had that costume. They just make it like a different character, because he does have a lot of his moves from that game still, and then they just bring it back and make him play like Mario, or a Smash 64 Mario. I'm calling that one. That's the Echo Fighter for Mario. That is what I am calling. DK, Funky Kong. It would be super easy. Like, I mean, they share the same body type, and they just change the idle animation to Funky standing upright. Like, actually very simple, and they could function somewhat the same. They don't even need to change that many moves, in my opinion. Link. Ooh, Link could have a different version of Link, honestly. They probably showed off Breath of the Wild Link first, and they're like, we could have Tunic Link as well. If they have Toon Link, oh, and then they have Young Link. But they could Echo Fighter Link. And they could just put, who cares who? They could put Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Ocarina of Time Link, similar to Mario. I had that in a video, actually, where they had same links, but they just put them in their Ocarina of Time or N64 versions, and that'd be cool. I'd be cool with it. I don't know if you'd be cool with it, but I'd be very cool with it. And they do that for all Smash 64 originals. Well, Link and Mario, they're like Nintendo's big boys. They're like they're big squanchers, you know? The money makers of the company. Samus, already Dark Samus. Yoshi, Birdo, maybe? I feel like Birdo... Oh man, these are dirty. Ugh, don't even ask. I feel like Birdo could be a Yoshi Echo Fighter. All you need to do is change the tongue and eggs, because I don't think Birdo lays eggs. She shoots eggs, but then you wouldn't even be able to use her main feature of shooting eggs. Actually, you would. It would just be like you lick up with Yoshi, and instead of it coming out your butt, you shoot it out your mouth. And that's the only thing that changes. It could happen. I'm a solid believer on that. Kirby? There was someone for Kirby that I thought of. Dangle. Dang. Kirby, I have no idea, because... Christ, who could be Kirby? Good point. You guys got any ideas for Kirby? Fox as well could have his dad, but there's already Falco and Wolf, so it's kind of like, who cares? Pikachu? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly don't know for Pikachu. They could do Raichu, but I think that's already a Pokeball Pokemon. Yeah, it is, actually. It is. So Pikachu, they already have Pikachu Libre, so not really needed. They have Pichu, again. Luigi, it's Luigi. Mr. L, but that wouldn't work. Ness, as I said, Ninten. Ninten would be a great Ness and Lucas Echo Fighter, similar in the vein of Chrom, like Roy and Ike, and mixing all together the Lucas and Ness moves and making a smorgasbord of whatever they want to make him. Can make him a heavy version Ness. Waddle Dee? For Kirby? No, it doesn't work the same. It can't work the same. Kirby is like so unique and he takes the abilities. I don't think Kirby could have an Echo Fighter. Dr. Luigi? Oh, that would be the biggest troll. That would be so funny. Oh, man. That would be good. Yarn Kirby? Inhale as Birdo. Yeah. Shadow Kirby? Lol. Yeah, that's as much as I got. Captain Falcon, Black Shadow, or Blood Falcon. I mean, you could pick any of the F-Zero racers, honest to God, and they'd fit Captain Falcon's moveset. In fact, I would go so far to say they do a similar thing. Instead of an Echo Fighter, they do a similar thing with Bowser Jr., where they just have several costumes of different Falcon Falcon, F-Zero pilots. That's the word I was looking for. They have just different versions of the pilots, and that is Echo Fighter or not. Captain Falcon, if he doesn't get an Echo Fighter, is going to be very suspicious. Maybe even they're going to make a totally new character with Samurai Goro. I feel like Samurai Goro was a heavily requested character Brawl Age. People are like, oh, we want Samurai Goro, and Sakurai's like, oh yeah, maybe I should just give it to them because he has a sword. What even is it? Isn't it a scimitar? I don't know what it is. Jigglypuff, again, maybe... Nah, they wouldn't do that. Peach already has one. Bowser, it's Bowser. I don't think Bowser needs an Echo Fighter. Ice Climbers, no, not really. No character really fits that dynamic. Sheik could be Impa. Impa could very well fit. Very easily, I would argue. And has been in enough Zelda games where it wouldn't be, totally left field, so... I would call Impa. Zelda, Monica. I'm just kidding. No, never. Absolutely never. Zelda could have Hilda from Link Between Worlds. I think that's right. It's negative Zelda, right? I think. Oh. That's the only person I can think from Zelda. Again, like Link, you could have a different form of Zelda, but I like this one so much. Don't do it. Do not do it. Dry Bowser? Oh, yeah, you're right. Dry Bowser. But would that really add? Sakurai has been, Alpha Rat said this, Sakurai has been taking a lot of stuff from Project M, and they will never admit it, but they for sure saw it, and they're like, you know what, these are fans, and they had good ideas, and they obviously had their hearts in the right place, so maybe we should do them a solid and take this stuff, because it's not a bad idea, it's just stuff we didn't think of, so we'll take it and make them happy. Dr. Mario, nah. Pichu, obviously not. Falco, obviously not. Unless they had Slippy, but what's the point? They have Wolf. They have enough. Marth. I mean, I say that, but we have Marth, Lucina. We have Roy Crom. That's 4 of the same goddamn character, literally. I don't have a problem with it, honestly, but it's excluding Brawl, you had a Marth clone in each game. Why? Is it really necessary? They're all the same. I guess if none of them are top tier, then there's no hope for the character. Young Link, again, I don't know. Some people were asking what his final smash would be. Maybe Fierce Dedede. Fierce Dedede? It's Fierce Dedede Link, right? Fierce Dedede Link? Ganondorf? Good question. Again, for the Zelda series, you could have Twilight Princess Ganondorf and just make him have a few subtle differences. Just have it there. But again, what's the point? You could just make it a costume. Change the sword so it has different properties. Maybe it's not as strong. Maybe it has a tipper. Who knows? Mewtwo. Gygus from Earthbound, people were saying in Mother 1, he looks oddly similar to Mewtwo. Oddly similar. Ganon Echo is Waluigi. Hyrule Warriors Ganon. That would be cool too with the hair. Breath of the Wild Zelda was too much of a dork for battle. Yeah, maybe not that Zelda would be a good Echo Fighter for Zelda, but but all the Zeldas didn't do stuff, you know? I'm just glad they picked that one because it's cute. Let me just be honest. Roy, Crom, Mr. Game & Watch. People are saying Paper Mario, but it doesn't work. Game & Watch has such iconic moves. The only thing they could take is the flatten property that he has, which, I mean, I don't know. Meta Knight, there's probably someone for Meta Knight. Bandana Waddle Dee, and they could just change the sword stuff to be a slower spear. We basically be Meta Knight. Be Meta Knight, more powerful moves with a spear. And they're slower moves, because Meta Knight's wah, 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 but a spear would be but that's not how you use a spear. You don't use a spear like a sword, so you'd have to change it up a lot. Meta Knight has a few moves where he stabs, and then he also has his flying moves, which Bandana Waddle Dee doesn't do, so it'd be it doesn't make sense. I don't think it would be too much to change for that. Too much. Galactonite or Butterfly Knight, also good ideas. I thought one of them was a costume, though, so that's why I was hesitant. Pit, Dark Pit, I mean, obviously. Zero Suit Samus? In Project M, they had that cool costume for Samus that was the green hair. That would be hot. That would be a hot one. Not sexy, that would be Whew, that's a cool palette. Like, you gotta see this. You've gotta see the green hair Samus.
Alex.
What up?
That's the Easter egg Samus from the original Samus.
Yeah, but like, you know, it's still like, it would be cool. It would still be cool. It would be cool. See, it would be cool, right? That'd be cool. It would be a cool costume. Because they had like half of it in Smash for Wii and 3DS. They did have the costume. I just like the palette. They had the costume with her in the shorts and shirt because that was a callback, right? Right? Or is it Zero? I don't remember. It was Zero Mission. Yeah, that's what it was. Let me see here. What else we got? Wario. Ooh, there's no one else for Wario. Wario's very Wario. It's like, you can't really. Snake. I'm hesitant to say Raiden. Hesitant to say Raiden. Hesitant to say Old Snake even. Maybe Old Snake or another Snake. You know, there's a lot if you know the series. But there's Solid Snake, which is from Metal Gear Solid 1, which is an iconic game. That's why he takes his appearance from it so, like, accurately. Like, look, this is literally... The palette is from the old one on the PlayStation. The palette is so close to it. Like, when I do a Know Your Moves on Snake, I will go back to that. Ike. We already have Chrom. No one else you could really... You could put... No, you couldn't put Eliwood because he has an axe. No, not Eliwood. Hector. You couldn't. Maybe you could, but there's already too many characters with similar moves. I'm going to say Fire Emblem's done, unless they add a new character that's totally unique. Because Corrin does not feel like a Fire Emblem character. I'm going to say that. They added Corrin and people were like, ugh. But Corrin is so different. So, no. Don't even put that. Pokemon Trainer, they could make a clone of one of the Pokemon, but I doubt it. Like, right? Diddy Kong, Dixie, obviously. Maybe I should have went to each of the characters' pages, but I'm going to stay consistent where my mouse is. Diddy Kong. You could do Dixie. The only problem is maybe you'd need to take DK's up special for the hair and even have a hair descent. That's the only thing you really would need to add. It's different from Tails because Tails attacks with his tail. But I guess Diddy, yeah, you'd need to change too much on Dixie. So she's probably going to be a new character if she's in the game. There's no way she could... There's no way. I don't think so. I don't think it should be an Echo. It's too different. It's too different. It's too different. It's like Tails. Because, like, a lot of her attacks would rely on her hair, right? Diddy attacks a lot with his hands and his tail. But she'd have to go for a lot of her moves. So, nah. Lucas, as I said, Nintendo, with a mix of him and Ness's moves. Sonic, here's my argument. I know I said this earlier in the stream. Shadow for sure would be an easy clone, but Tails could also be done too. The only problem with Tails is he attacks with his tails like Dixie, so it's like, probably not. Probably not. Keep in mind that Chrom is a mix of Roy and Ike. Other Echo Fighters can still be a mix too. No, I've been saying that for sure. But Dixie with Diddy... Okay, here's the thing. You wanna play that argument. Wolf is an Echo Fighter of Sonic, Diddy Kong, Ike, Link. Wolf is an Echo Fighter of all of them in Brawl. Like, actually. I was going to do a Wolf Know Your Moves, but I ended up just not feeling down to do Know Your Moves at all. Wolf has all of these moves from other characters in Brawl because he was a rushed character out the door. And he takes so many moves from so many other characters. It's hilarious. That's why he looks so choppy and, like, feral, which I guess works for a wolf. I feel like he didn't have a lot of consistency as a character when you really look at it. It's clear there was not a design for that. It felt like a fan character. If you really look at it. Back in the day, we're like, oh, wolf. But we're like, oh, now that I look at this, that is the same down smash. Up smash is like an... Someone has an up smash that was like the cut up. I think it was Pit. The forward... Wolf's forward smash is from someone else. And I don't remember who now that I think about it. It's just basically taking moves that are not... Oh, Wolf, his dash attack was Sonic when he runs up against a wall. They were just animations that were repurposed, and a lot of them. So, there's your fact of the day. King Dedede. Don't know anyone who could be an Echo Fighter of him. To be frank. So many people wanted him back. I don't get it, but to be honest, I'm happy for the people who wanted him. I wanted Wolf back. Like, he was a cool character. I'm glad he's back. King Dedede, I don't really see anybody. They have Mass Dedede in the final smash, so I doubt they're going to add someone else. Now, Olimar. This little guy. This little piggy could have Louis, for sure. Louis is a no-brainer. And I don't know what they would do differently. To be honest, he would probably be in the vein of Lucina, and maybe some of his physical attacks would function differently, send at different angles, be more powerful, for example. Lucario, yeah, he's too unique. The Pokemon I struggle with, because each of the Pokemon, it's like, well, it's a new Pokemon. They have a different ability, right? You can't really make someone else have an aura, unless it was a different version of Lucario. That's the only way I can see it. Rob, again, it's Rob. You can't do much with that. Unless I'm not thinking outside the box enough for a character that's like Rob, that could work. Maybe, like in Project M, he had his Mario Kart DS, like where he had the wheels. That was so funny. Oh, I almost unplugged this. Rock Pikmin. Yeah, Rock Pikmin would be cool to replace the purple Pikmin. That is my hope, that they do that. I'm really hopeful, because he had the idea in Smash 4 for 3DS and Wii U. Even Alf, man. Even Alf could be, like, an Echo Fighter. But that remains to be seen, because he's on the website, and I know he's on the website, and people are like, oh, he's on the website. But they could still do it, like, now. Like, to really put the time in, they could do it. I think they could. They could have done it to throw us off. Let's go. Toon Link. Toon Link. I don't fucking know. There's other versions of Link, as I said. Like Four Swords Link. Link to the Past Link. No, if they did that, that would be funny. Wolf, nah. Villager, a popular leak rumor, not, I think it was credible. Spoiler alert, some leak, I think, had Simon Belmont in it. And it was predicted far back. And it also had Isabelle in it. So people were like, prepare for Isabelle as a villager Echo Fighter. And it's probably going to be like she utilizes some of the other items in some of the other Animal Crossing games that Villager, because Villager was from the earlier ones and she was from New Leaf and shit, so she might utilize stuff from New Leaf more, and that could be like, there's a lot of stuff from Animal Crossing, so you have free reign. Villager holds so many different items, so you could just change what he's holding and have the move function slightly different. Like the stick, you could change to, I don't know, a pencil. Beats me, but you could definitely do it, and it would fit. Like, you could make it work for Isabelle, and I know Animal Crossing fans would love that. We're almost through. I didn't even realize. Megaman, he's 46. Wow, he's 46. He could have Proto Man, right? I don't think that's too out of the blue. Is he not? Is Proto Man in the Final Smash? Because I don't remember. I do not remember. Goku is Lucario's Echo. Isabelle using gold items. Oh, that would be funny. Mask Dedede. As I said, Mask Dedede is already in the Final Smash. You gotta pay attention. You gotta keep up with me. I'm going rapid fire. Wolf's up smash was Sonic's up air. Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you, chat. Wolf's up smash was Sonic's up air. I think I did comparisons to it. Let's see here. Proto Man is in the final smash. So I don't know for Mega Man. TBH. I do not know, but they could do something. Mega Man has a lot of abilities that you could interchange. Like, actually, he has all those custom moves with all the different ones, right? That could have been an Echo Fighter. All the things he had could have been another character. So if there aren't customs in this game, what if that's the green mode? Oh, I would be so upset if that was the green mode. But, back. Mega Man had all these custom moves from Smash for 3DS and Wii U, and they were the best custom moves in the game because they had all these different abilities. So they were basically unique moves. So to throw those all away, I don't know. No. To have a different Mega Man. Have Mega Man and then have Mega Man 2. You know? Mega Man, have him with Mega Man 1 stuff, and then have Mega Man 2. I'm actually dead serious. Do that. People would be happy with it. Or call it alternate Mega Man. Sakurai's like, so Mega Man had all these moves, so I decided just to make 2. Everyone's like, people would be freaking. The next ones are hard, because Smash for 3DS and Wii U had a lot of unique newcomers. It's so hard to make new characters based off of them, unless you had like Girahim as Wii Fit Trainer. Because he does all these weird body contortions. And I don't know anyone else that would fit like that. that would have these weird body contortions. The Wii Fit Trainer is probably very useful in development for a humanoid character with different body stretchy moves. Like, real talk, you could make an Echo Fighter out of all the humanoid characters. Like, let's see here. Simon and Richter, Bayonetta, Ryu Cloud, Shulk, Robin, Little Mac, Wii Fit Trainer. All of these are not... The hand movements the Pokemon Trainer does. Pit Dark, Pit Snake, Zero Suit Samus, the Sword whatever people, Ganondorf, Falcon. You know what I mean? You could really make an Echo Fighter out of all the movesets of those characters. And I want to bet that they're going to do that. I don't know with who or how, but they could do it. They could do it. It would be more challenging than like Dark Pit for sure, but you could do it. I almost think that at Smash Development they made an application. They made some sort of program where you can mix and match different animations to different characters, sort of like a move swapping tool, but like it's actually like it has a UI and it's not all coding. It's like, okay, let's just put this move, we have the code for it, and we put it onto this person, and we choose the model for it, and we see how that works, and then if it works, then we'll put it into the game. This Smash looks very refined, in that it feels like everything is almost like there's a system for it. They have a system for how they're developing it, which is why they're able to do so much. Anyways, like they have their own... Like, there's this some sort of debug mode that has all these settings for them that they can just pick and plop and fix and to do with balance. Anyways, back to Wii Fit Trainer. Rosalina and Luma. Yeah, again, like who? Negative Rosalina and Luma. There's no one like Rosalina and Luma. Little Mac, you could have Glass Joe. That would be hilarious. He's just garbage. He's like Pichu. He's just trash. He's absolute garbage. Or any of them. Because King Hippo wouldn't fit, right? Or Mr... What's his name? I don't remember. Mr. Dream. Let's... Viridi for Palutena. Would that work? I'm hesitant to say that would work, because I haven't played the Kid Icarus games. But, you know, I would not be against that at all. Kid Icarus can have as many characters as they want. 3 is cool. I know they only had 2 games, which is kind of like... Okay, you can't give them... Why are you giving them more than Pac-Man? Why are you giving them more than Donkey Kong? Glass Joe would be funny. I always like joke characters. Yeah. Karate Joe for Little Mac. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, Karate Joe for Kirby? That could be an Echo Fighter. And Meta Knight, sort of. You know, mix those couple guys together. Jigglypuff as well. With a similar idea where they have similar body structure, so you just throw different moves on them. Could happen. Who were we at? We were at Little Mac. Greninja. Ash Greninja, maybe? Again, Pokemon, it's just like, oh, look at this other version of the same guy. I guess Mario's the same, so I should shut up. Mii Fighters, as you know. Palutena, someone said Viridi. Someone said... There was a character I heard today for Palutena, but I do not remember it. Was it Hades? No, that doesn't make sense. You guys will tell me, I know you will. Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, if you really wanted to. Robin, someone in the chat said... forget her name. Robin, I don't know. I don't know who else uses tomes like Robin, but I don't know Fire Emblem, so they probably could. I hope they don't, because we already have enough copy characters. Shulk. The thing with Shulk is the Monado is very special, but at the same time, he could be Cloud could have been an Echo Fighter of Shulk. Like, they could have tossed things. When you have a big sword like that, you really can just... It doesn't matter what it looks like. I don't know what Elma has in Xenoblade Chronicles X. I feel like she has more to her. So saying that... And Rex and Paiwa wouldn't work. Paiwa is a little girl. She can't be in Smash. Kid Icarus has 3 games. And Hades from Kid Icarus could be a fighter. And a piece of shit Mighty Number 9 could be from Megaman. Medusa. Medusa. But there's already the Medusa heads from Castlevania. You could have 2 Medusas. Anyways, Bowser Jr. You could actually... Could you do Koopalings? Could you make one of the Koopalings? I suppose you could. Technically you could, but they're already costumes, you know? Shouldn't just make every costume an Echo Fighter, in my opinion. Duck Hunt... Very unique. It's hard to be... Like, everyone's like, oh, Banjo! It's like, that's not how Banjo works. Ryu, Ken, Akuma, yeah, like Ryu could have a lot of characters with interchangeable moves, and even take some moves from other humanoid characters to make them fit better. To then, Ken would be the right character, basically. Cloud, Sephiroth, yeah, that's right. I don't know Final Fantasy. I was just talking to my friend, like who would fit for Cloud. Isn't I think Sephiroth's a villain, so could fit that theme of villains and heroes. Have more villains, and also more Final Fantasy, which people like. Yeah, you got me on Final Fantasy. That's the only character I heard. Corrin, I don't know. It's gonna be Frank. Bayonetta, you could have Jean or Joan. Sorry, I say it wrong. Joan is wrong. She is if you remember, like Bayonetta had this red costume and white hair, and that's from Joan, whatever. Fuck, whatever. Inkling would have Octoling for sure. They have to. If they don't, that's kind of wild. Even not, they're gonna do DLC. Like, oh, here are new Echo Fighters. Lol. That's all we did. We added new Echo Fighters. Just have Ken, but tweak some of his special commands. Yeah, that'd probably be it. Jean. Ridley. No. Definitely not. Simon already has Richter. And King K. Rool. The newest of the bunch, you know him well. Wart? Wart? Maybe? I feel like they're really different. So it's like, how are you gonna do that? Whew. And that was a fucking rant and a half. Oh, damn. Koopa Kid from Mario Party for Bowser Jr. You got to be shitting me. Yeah. I think that's fair. Get out of here. Ooh, that render is so good. Yeah, but that was a rant and a half. Thanks for listening to it. I think that's a good summary of who I think could be Echo Fighters. And the thing is, I think any of them could happen. Except maybe, like, Fox. Of who I think I said would happen. A classic Mario I think might happen. Classic Link might happen. Funky might. I'm really believing in Nintendo. I'm really believing in Black Shadow. Snake, not really. Samus, it would just be a costume, honestly. Nintendo, Shadow or Tails, I'm really believing in. Really believing in Louie or Alf. Probably going to be Louie, because there's already an Alf costume. Isabella, I believe in. Megaman, the ideas are there, so I'm like, who could they pick? They just do a second Megaman at that point. Glass Joe, honestly, I think they're gonna bring another fight. What is the name of your series? Why am I blanking? Punch Out. Jeez, I was gonna call it Fight Out, and I'm like, you're not fighting outside, you're in a ring. But Punch Out, I think they're gonna bring another rep. I think King Hippo is possible. King Hippo is definitely possible. Bring more villains. I think it would be awesome to have more bad guys. And I think Sakurai knows that too, because the boss mode, in the story mode, you're going to fight bosses and save the characters. It's going to happen, I know it. It's not even going to be a story, it's just going to be an adventure. No real story. It's choose your own path, find cutscenes, mold your own experience. Who else do I think is possible here? Ken, for sure. I think maybe Sephiroth, maybe, I don't know. Joan, I think they're going to do a triple whammy. Go Ryu, Cloud, Bayonetta. All of them have Echo Fighters. Even Octoling, I think, is possible. But yes, those are all your fucking Echo Fighters. There are going to be like 12 Echo Fighters in this game, I guaranteed. The reason they made the name Echo Fighter, because they're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just give them these characters. Why not? It's not no skin off our backs if people call us cheapos. We have 100 characters in our game. Who the fuck cares if they're clones? Go talk to Tenkaichi 3. Ask how many Gokus there are. But yes, that's it. Thanks for listening, folks.